think I should just like sit back and relax so that you can't see the mess that's on the dresser. Hi, welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. My name is Racheli and I am a cancer survivor. I'm 23 years old and I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma when I was 21. As you can tell by this title, it's life after cancer now, and I just want to update you on what's been going on in my life because I got a big update. Just to give you a recap. When I was diagnosed, I was in my junior year of college. I was studying to be a special education teacher. My ultimate goal in life was to open up a special education school. It was my passion. My passion back then was to help children with special needs. Now that's changed. My passion and mission and goal now is to help cancer survivors and to continue making YouTube videos and to continue writing my column on Lymphoma News Today and to ultimately write a book and be able to travel and share my story and share other survivors and patients and people who didn't get to survive stories in order to inspire people and help people through very hard times in their lives. When I was going through treatment, I was immunocompromised, as you normally would be, and I used to be a nanny, but I had to stop working, and I don't have the best financial situation, so I reached out to a friend who is in the beer industry, who I met going to beer festivals with my ex when he used to brew beer, and I reached out to her and I asked her if there are any jobs in the craft beer industry in Southern Florida, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up with this person named Joe, and he's from Lagunitas. And I was like, hell yeah, I love Lagunitas, let's talk to Joe. And then Joe and I got on a call. I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting on the hammock outside my mom's house right before my 10th chemo. I was talking to him and he said that they had a mercenary job open, which was somebody that came and worked promos and events and things like that, and I was all about it, and I told him about my situation. He was very understanding and he said that I could work whenever I felt good enough to work, and it was wonderful. And so I just kind of, when I was feeling well enough, I would head over to, you know, bars and things like that. Joe and I got really close, and, you know, I love the Lagunitas family and the tribe, and they do so much good for other organizations that, like, it made me feel like I was still helping people, and it wasn't just like, oh, I'm working for a beer company. And I got to meet like all the people that, you know, worked for Lagunitas full time, and they came from Petaluma to events and things like that, and it was just a really cool environment. So then when I was ready to move back to LA, I asked Joe to connect me with the LA person that does events here so that I could continue to work part-time with the company. And I knew that there was a brewery opening up in Azusa, which is like 35 to 40 minutes outside of LA, so I was all about that. And then I started working events, and I was working an event every weekend, sometimes 2 events a weekend, and it was wonderful, and I was doing that for about a year since I had been out here. And then more recently, there's a sales rep, and I used to run into him at my Whole Foods all the time that's really close to my house. And one day he was like, hey, a job opened up and I'm interviewing for it, like, do you want to interview? And I was like, yeah. So I interviewed for it and I got the job as a full-time sales rep for the company, and that's my life update after cancer right now. I'm working full-time for a company, and an awesome company, and I'm like happy. And I always told myself that I would never work for a company that made me feel like I needed to hide my cancer diagnosis. That's a personal choice and a personal preference. I understand that we don't all have the luxury to work for a company that makes us feel that way, but I'm really happy that I found my home with a company that makes me feel empowered and acknowledged and just understands my past struggle and embraces it and doesn't consider it a downfall or a negative to my, you know, my career or anything like that. Basically, this video is to update you on my life now after cancer, and just how I'm like creating a new normal for myself and not letting my experience consume me, rather than letting it showcase really positive aspects of myself and like strength and empowerment, as opposed to letting it prevent me from getting a job. And, you know, and it came at a beautiful time because I have a wedding to pay for and I have, you know, bills to pay. I cannot wait to be able to pay off all my medical bills, and I get insurance now, and it's just a really beautiful thing, and I'm excited about this journey and this next step in my life. and I hope that you're excited for me, and I would love to hear about all the things that you're doing now after cancer, or the things that you plan to do. And if you are planning to do certain things, just always remember that sometimes things don't go as planned, and to just embrace life by the kahunas and just make a new normal for yourself and embrace the good in all of your experiences. It's weird for me to say I'm a sales rep or that I work in the beer industry, because I never imagined that my life would go that route. I always say, like, I'm in the Lagunitas industry because I just love Lagunitas as a company and as a whole, and I just hope that you're able to find a company or an environment or create a business that helps you feel the way that I feel right now. And I don't know what's in my future. I just know that I just want to help people and I want to make people smile. And so that's why it's really important for me to continue this channel and to continue writing and to continue being an advocate. And I'm still working on my TV show, You Can Survive. That's my life after cancer update right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below what you're doing after cancer and what you plan to do, or what you wish to do, and what your dreams are. I really want to know. It's so exciting to me to see how we, you know, it's like a butterfly, like a caterpillar turning to a butterfly and having a new normal. It's wonderful. So yeah, comment down below, like this video if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember, everything's gonna be okay.